Hi, Nick Collier here, and this is my shop. Come join me. We'll have some fun. Well, Nick Collier here again, and we're gonna do a little shorty here. Not much work is coming in right now, so I'm going around and fixing things and tearing things apart and putting them back together again. And one of the things that I've been meaning to do forever is the hold down nuts. Now I have my standard hold down nuts, which are 3/4, but I also have a bunch of kits with looks like about 7/8 hold down nuts, and these drive me crazy. In fact, I never use them because you got to go find the wrench, and whereas the 3/4 wrench is, you know, standard throughout the mill. So I've got about 10 of these these nuts, and I think what I want to do is go ahead and make them a 3/4. But first thing is first, for some reason they hardened these nuts. So we're going to anneal them and let them cool and then come back to them and make them smaller. We'll be back. Okay, so now we've got to make a mandrel to fit it. Let's see what that is. $10.18. And so we're going to come in maybe a little further, something like right about there. And you'll see the method of my madness as we get further along. You can see this little south bend is as weak as a kitten, but we'll be able to get there. Okay, we're sitting at 485, and we want to, oh no, we want to go to 485, and we are sitting at 530. So we're at about 50 thousandths. Okay, now we're not going to be able to have threads at the very bottom here because our nut is going to want to bottom out on that shoulder. So we're going to go in and just take out probably 1/8 of an inch of material there. Probably we could do it with the cutoff tool. I don't see any reason why not. Let's slow it down. We're going to have to anyhow to do the threads. I'm thinking that looks pretty good. I'll be back. Okay, I think we found a threading tool. We got it in there. Now I want to center it And I'll tell you, I am having a great time with this little tool here. It's literally a no-brainer to get a tool centered. Bam, done. Oops, wait a second. Okay, fine. Come on. Keep coming. There it is. Okay, now we're centered. Okay, yeah. Optical illusion. All right, so now we're 13 threads per inch. And that's further than I want it to be. We're going to come in at 30 degrees, which is going to give us the 60. And I'm doing all this because I don't have a 1/2 inch die, which I don't understand why. I know I have one, I just can't find it. And we want to come in another 10 thousandths or so. All right, so now let's set all of our dials. Okay, now we're at 13. We want to be 13 threads per inch. We want to be center. 13. And then we want to be in. Close. We're going to take a just a spring cut here. See if we There it is. Okay, take it all the way down to the bottom. Now we need to make a nut that's going to fit out here. And the reason why is because we're going to be cutting on this, and I don't want it coming loose. All right. And we want this to be under 3/4. And we are at 710 thousandths, so that's perfect. All right, so let's take this out. We're going to take it over and put it in our hexagonal collet holder. Okay, first thing we're going to do is put a couple of flats on that nut that we put on there earlier, just so we can grab it with a wrench. Give it a try with a 3/4 wrench. Not quite, just a little shy. Are we still? No, we're not. Something happened. I think what happened was we're not tight enough here. Yeah, it was just snugged up. Okay, so we've got one that's ruined. Yeah, how are we going to do that? No, we can't do it from there. All right, we need to loosen it back up and adjust it. Okay, now we've got come in, square it up with that edge, snug it down, looks good. Okay, let's give that a try. Not quite. Looks like we got about another 10 or so thousandths. So we're going to come up 10. Yeah, nice and snug. Pop that other side off and we've got it. So at this point, I don't think we need to take it any further. Let's take this off. Okay, that one's pretty much wasted. But we have 9 more. There we go. Okay, we got it to just kiss that wall of the shoulder. Now let's rotate this thing. Ah, a little tight. Sure enough. Okay. So let's come down a few thousandths. Much better. Well, as much as I wanted this approach to work, I don't think it's gonna. At least not without a big hassle. So I think we're gonna just shift gears here and go another direction. And I think what we're gonna do is, I don't know, we might be able to just do it without moving the vise. I don't know, it's going to put a lot of strain on it, on the table. So we're going to move the vise down and then put a rotary table right in the middle here. Too bad, because I just trammed in that vise. Okay, continuing. Okay, I think this is going to be a much better deal. We're going to come in with the super spacer. We're going to cut every 60 degrees, and then that way we don't have to reset anything. We don't have to mess around. It's there. It's not going anywhere. So let's give this a try. All right, let's see how that plays out. We might be just a bit loose, but it's still going to work. It's just a bit loose. So we'll make the next one just a little bit tighter. Well, I think I went the wrong way. Okay. So far we've trashed 3 of them. We'll get this right. Doesn't have to be exact because we're making it much smaller, so it can be a little cockeyed and still work just fine. Did we get that tight? Yeah. All right, let's come back to 0 and go 5 thousandths the other way. All right, this is the last one, at least the last one for this batch. And this one is a little bit bigger in size. You can see. So we're going to take it a little bit slower. There's only one big one. Same size threads. All right, well, we got them. Well, all I need to do now is just to knock off the little burrs around the perimeter, and we are done. Well, I'll tell you, that's a project I've been meaning to do for probably about 10 years now, and I'm happy that I had the time to do it. I would rather be doing something for money, but hey, you know, a little shop maintenance is not a bad idea from time to time. And that said, this is Nick Collier checking out.